7 red flags you must spot before marriage. Most people walk into marriage blind. They see the love, they feel the connection, they imagine happily ever after. But the truth is, love alone is not enough. Every year, countless couples discover too late that their relationship had warning signs they ignored. Signs that were subtle, signs that were uncomfortable, signs that were impossible to miss if they had only paid attention. Imagine this: a couple meets, sparks fly. The dates are exciting, the conversations flow, and everyone thinks it's perfect. But behind the laughter and romance, little things are happening. A missed promise here, a controlling word there, a repeated pattern of disrespect, small at first, but growing. Months later, these little things become habits. Habits become arguments. Arguments become regret. Marriage doesn't fail overnight. It fails because red flags were ignored. At Marriage by Design, we don't just talk about romance or ideal love. We talk about truth, clarity, and preparation, the hard questions most people avoid. Today, we're going to uncover 7 red flags you must spot before marriage. These are not meant to scare you. They are meant to protect your heart, your future, and the covenant you will enter. Some of these red flags are obvious. Some are hidden behind charm and chemistry, and some are so subtle you might overlook them unless you're looking carefully. By the end of this video, you will know what to watch for, what to question, and what to confront, so you can walk into marriage prepared, intentional, and aligned with God's design. And the first red flag? It's one that shows up in almost every relationship, but most singles completely ignore it. Let's begin with red flag number 1. Before we continue, pause for a moment. If this message is speaking to you, if it's challenging you, preparing you, or helping you see your relationship differently, don't just watch quietly. Support the message. Take 2 seconds right now and like this video. When you like it, you help more people discover wisdom that could save their future marriage. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, a friend who's dating, a couple that's struggling, or someone preparing for marriage, share this video with them. You never know which conversation could change someone's future. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Marriage by Design. This channel is dedicated to building marriages intentionally, not emotionally, not accidentally, but wisely. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next lesson, the next truth, the next insight that could strengthen your relationship. Marriage doesn't thrive by chance, it thrives by design. Now, let's continue. Red flag number 1, a pattern of broken promises and inconsistent follow-through that shows who someone really is over time. If calls, commitments, or small promises are routinely ignored, it reveals unreliable character, and that undermines trust in marriage. Bring this to prayer. Seek wise counsel and observe whether repentance leads to sustained change before you make a vow. Red flag number 2, controlling behavior and repeated disrespect, masked as tough love or joking at your expense. Watch for decisions made without you, criticism that diminishes, or attempts to isolate you from friends and family. Set firm boundaries, consult trusted mentors, and refuse to normalize small humiliations that grow into abuse. Red flag number 3, financial secrecy or chronic irresponsibility that leaves you vulnerable and unsupported. Hidden debts, impulsive spending, or refusal to plan together signal future conflict and unequal partnership. Discuss money early, ask for transparency, and consider premarital financial counseling to protect your shared future. Red flag number 4, poor conflict resolution, yelling, stonewalling, or refusing to repair after hurt. If arguments end in silence, avoidance, or escalation, the pattern will magnify under marriage pressures. Learn healthy tools now. Listen first, seek reconciliation quickly, and practice humility in disagreements. Red flag number 5, misaligned core values, different priorities about faith, family, or life direction. Deep alignment matters more than attraction. Ask about faith practices, child-rearing, and schedules before vows. Attend a faith conversation together, pray, and clarify non-negotiables so you enter marriage intentionally. Red flag number 6, emotional unavailability, difficulty expressing empathy, affection, or commitment. Avoid partners who shut down, avoid depth, or dismiss your needs. These patterns rarely fix themselves. Seek counseling, create safe rhythms for sharing, and measure change over time rather than promises alone. Red flag number 7, secretive behavior, unresolved past wounds, or addictions kept hidden. Secrecy erodes intimacy, insists on honesty, encourage healing, and require accountability before major commitments. Remember, spotting red flags is an act of love for yourself, your future spouse, and the covenant before God. If you see multiple red flags, pause dating, seek pastoral counsel, and consider structured premarital coaching. Marriage by Design offers resources, coaching, and premarital curriculum rooted in faith, clarity, and practical steps. Visit marriagebydesign.org to begin your preparation, download guides, and book a consultation. Walk into marriage prepared and blessed. Marriage is not sustained by excitement. It is sustained by discernment. You have now examined the questions before engagement. You have challenged the idea of love at first sight. And you have uncovered the red flags that quietly destroy futures. Notice the pattern. Emotion moves quickly. Wisdom moves carefully. Attraction says, "This feels right." Discernment asks, "Is this aligned?" Most people don't lack love. They lack evaluation. They rush toward the altar without slowing down long enough to study the foundation. But you are choosing differently. You are choosing to ask before assuming, to examine before committing, to build before celebrating. And that decision alone already separates you from regret. Because marriage does not fail suddenly. It fails when small compromises go unchecked, when warning signs are ignored, when feelings are trusted more than character. A strong marriage begins long before vows are spoken. It begins in the quiet moments when you decide not to ignore discomfort, when you choose clarity over chemistry, when you value alignment over urgency. At Marriage by Design, we believe covenant is sacred, and sacred things require preparation. If you are single, this is your season of construction. If you are dating, this is your season of discernment. If you are considering engagement, this is your moment of evaluation. Slow down. What is real will remain. What is rushed will reveal cracks. And when you finally say "I do," let it be with confidence. Not because it felt magical, but because it has been tested. Because the goal is not just a wedding day. The goal is a marriage that lasts. Marriage by Design. God's pattern. Real marriages.